Welcome back to the channel. BBC Coin. A single Liberty 1 cent coin from 1975 with no mint mark has become one of the most talked about coins in modern collecting history. And today, we are diving deep into why some of these coins are now selling for over $1,200 and in rare conditions even more. At first glance, the 1975 Liberty 1 cent coin looks completely ordinary. Most people would toss it into a jar, spend it at a store, or ignore it completely. But experienced collectors know something the average person does not. Certain 1975 pennies with no mint mark can be extremely valuable depending on their condition, color, strike quality, and rare minting errors. Now before we continue, grab any 1975 pennies you may have at home because after watching this video you might look at pocket change very differently forever. The Liberty 1 cent coin from 1975 was produced during the Lincoln Memorial Series. On the front of the coin, you'll see the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln along with the word Liberty and the date 1975. On the back is the famous Lincoln Memorial design. Millions upon millions of these pennies were made, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark. That means if your coin has no tiny letter below the date, it was struck in Philadelphia. But here's where things become interesting. Most circulated 1975 no mint mark pennies are only worth a few cents. However, coins that remain in exceptional uncirculated condition can explode in value. Experts carefully grade coins based on surface quality, color, luster, and preservation. A coin with bright original red color and almost no imperfections can command incredible prices in today's collector market. Some top-grade 1975 no-mint mark pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions because collectors are always searching for the finest known examples. One of the biggest reasons for these high prices is rarity in high grades. Even though billions were produced, very few survived in perfect condition. Most entered circulation immediately and became worn over time. Imagine someone receiving a fresh roll of pennies in 1975 and deciding to store them away untouched for decades. That simple decision could have turned an ordinary 1 cent coin into a collectible treasure worth more than $1,200 today. Another important factor is the famous red copper color. Collectors love coins that still have their original mint shine. These are called red coins by grading companies. Coins that turn brown or lose their shine become less valuable. So if you discover a bright red 1975 penny with no mint mark and almost no scratches, you could be holding something truly special. But condition alone is not the only thing collectors hunt for. Minting errors can dramatically increase the value of a 1975 Liberty 1 cent coin. During the minting process, mistakes occasionally happened, creating coins with unique features that collectors absolutely love. Some 1975 pennies show doubled letters in Liberty or the date. Others may have off-center strikes, clipped edges, die cracks, or unusual marks caused during production. These errors can transform a common penny into a highly desirable collector item. One of the most exciting varieties is the doubled die error. This happens when the design is accidentally stamped more than once at slightly different angles. Under magnification, you may notice doubled letters or numbers. Collectors pay serious money for strong doubled die examples because every error coin tells a unique story from the minting process itself. Now let's talk about why the no mint mark attracts so much attention online. Many people believe any coin without a mint mark must automatically be rare. That's not always true. For 1975 pennies, no mint mark simply means the coin came from Philadelphia. However, internet rumors and viral videos have created huge excitement around these coins. The real value comes from condition and genuine mint errors, not just the missing mint mark alone. Still, collectors continue searching through jars, piggy banks, and old coin collections hoping to discover a rare gem. And every year, valuable examples continue appearing in auctions and private sales. What makes coin collecting so exciting is that treasures can hide anywhere. A penny forgotten in a drawer for decades could suddenly become worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That possibility keeps collectors searching every single day. If you want to check your own 1975 Liberty 1 cent coin, here are a few things to examine carefully. First, look below the date. If there is no mint mark, you have a Philadelphia issue. Second, inspect the color. Does the coin still have a bright copper red shine, or has it turned dark brown? Third, check for errors. Use a magnifying glass and inspect the letters, numbers, and edges for doubling or unusual features. Fourth, examine the condition. Coins with fewer scratches and cleaner surfaces are generally worth more. Finally, Never clean your coin. Cleaning can destroy collector value instantly because it damages the original surface. Many beginners accidentally ruin potentially valuable coins by polishing them. Serious collectors prefer natural untouched surfaces even if the coin looks old. Professional grading services also play a major role in determining value. Companies like PCGS and NGC carefully authenticate and grade coins using strict standards. Once a coin receives a high grade from these organizations, its market value can rise dramatically because buyers trust certified coins more than raw, ungraded examples. And this is where the market becomes fascinating. Collectors compete fiercely for top population coins. If only a handful of 1975 no-mint mark pennies exist in ultra-high grades, wealthy collectors may pay huge amounts just to own one of the finest known examples. This competition drives auction prices higher and higher every year. Think about that for a moment. A coin originally worth just 1 cent could now sell for over $1,200 simply because of rarity, preservation, and collector demand. Today we are diving deep into one of the most searched American coins in the collector world, the 1976 United States Liberty 1 cent coin with no mint mark. And here's the shocking part. Some rare high-grade versions and error varieties of this coin have sold for over $1,200 in the collector's market. So before you spend another penny, make sure you watch this video until the end because you might already own a hidden treasure. The 1976 1 cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Penny Series. On the front of the coin, you'll see the legendary image of President Abraham Lincoln along with the word Liberty, the year 1976, and the phrase "Iron God We Trust." On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial Building along with United States of America and 1 cent. Now many people become confused when they see a coin with no mint mark. They immediately think the coin is rare. But here's the truth. A 1976 penny with no mint mark was made at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia pennies normally did not carry a mint mark. Even though billions of these coins were produced, a few rare examples are still extremely valuable today because of their condition, color, and minting errors. The 1976 penny was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This makes it heavier and more collectible compared to modern zinc pennies produced after 1982. Collectors love copper pennies because they have a beautiful reddish shine when preserved in perfect condition. Now let's talk about why some of these coins are worth serious money. The first reason is condition. Most 1976 pennies circulated heavily for decades. They became scratched, faded, dirty, and damaged. But if you find a coin that still has its original bright red luster with almost no wear, collectors may pay huge amounts for it. A normal circulated 1976 penny may only be worth a few cents, but high-grade uncirculated examples graded MS67 red can sell for hundreds of dollars. And when rare mint errors are involved, prices can explode even higher. One famous error is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin design is accidentally struck twice at slightly different angles. As a result, letters like Liberty or the numbers in the date may appear doubled. Collectors pay massive premiums for strong doubling errors because they are difficult to find. Another valuable mistake is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin blank is not positioned correctly during minting. Part of the design may be missing while the rest appears shifted. Some dramatic off-center 1976 pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on how unusual the error looks. Then there is the famous BIE error. If you look closely at the word Liberty, a crack between the letters B and E may create what looks like an extra letter I. Coin collectors call this the BIE error, and many hobbyists actively search for these unusual pennies. Another rare possibility is a coin struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine a penny accidentally struck on a dime blank or another metal disc. These minting accidents are extremely rare and can become highly valuable collector pieces. Now here's something very important. Many videos online claim every 1976 no-mint mark penny is worth thousands or even millions of dollars. But professional coin experts warn that most ordinary circulated examples are common and worth only face value. The real value comes from rarity, condition, certified grading, and mint errors. So how can you tell if your coin might be valuable? First, examine the color. Collectors prefer coins with original red surfaces. Dark brown or heavily worn coins are usually less valuable. Second, use a magnifying glass. Check for doubling in the lettering, unusual cracks, missing details, or strange shapes. Third, weigh the coin. A standard 1976 copper penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. If the weight is unusual, your coin may have been struck on the wrong metal planchet. Fourth, never clean your coin. Cleaning can destroy the original surface and reduce collector value dramatically. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern American coins ever discovered, the 1995 Liberty 1 cent United States coin with no mint mark. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but collectors across America are searching for rare examples because some versions have become incredibly valuable. Coin experts, treasure hunters, and everyday people are all checking their pennies after learning about the famous 1995 Lincoln cent varieties. Before we continue, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because we regularly reveal rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket right now. Now let's uncover why the 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin is creating so much excitement in the coin collecting world. The 1995 1 cent coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front side. Above Lincoln's head are the words "In God We Trust." On the left side appears the word Liberty, while the date 1995 is shown on the right side. On the reverse side, you will see the famous Lincoln Memorial design with the words United States of America and 1 cent. But here is where things become interesting. Some 1995 pennies were produced without a mint mark. Many people think this means the coin has an error, but that is not exactly true. A coin with no mint mark was actually struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During 1995, Philadelphia produced billions of pennies without adding a P mint mark. Even though most are common, a few special coins became extremely valuable because of rare minting mistakes and exceptional condition. One of the most famous varieties is the 1995 doubled die obverse penny. This error causes parts of the lettering to appear doubled, especially on the word Liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust." Collectors became obsessed with this coin because the doubling is strong enough to see without a microscope. Imagine holding a penny that appears normal to most people, but under closer inspection reveals a dramatic minting error worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is exactly why collectors carefully examine every 1995 penny they find. The double die error happened during the die creation process at the United States Mint. When the design was transferred incorrectly onto the die, the final coins displayed noticeable doubling in the lettering. Once collectors discovered these coins entering circulation, demand exploded almost overnight. Some high-grade examples of the 1995 double die penny have sold for more than $4,500 at auction. Now you may be asking yourself an important question. How can you identify whether your 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin could be valuable? First, check for the mint mark below the date. If there is no mint mark, your coin came from Philadelphia. Next, carefully inspect the word Liberty. Look for clear doubling on the letters. Then check "In God We Trust" for the same effect. If the letters appear doubled or slightly shifted, you might have discovered the famous double die variety. Another major factor is condition. Coin collectors use grading systems to determine quality. Coins with bright original red color, sharp details, and almost no scratches are far more valuable than worn coins. In the coin world, these are known as red mint state coins. A regular 1995 penny in circulated condition may only be worth 1 cent, but a brilliant uncirculated example graded at the highest levels can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is why collectors store coins carefully in protective holders and avoid touching the surface with bare fingers. One tiny scratch can reduce the value dramatically. Another reason this coin became so popular is because modern treasure hunters love searching through bankrolls and pocket change. Unlike ancient coins locked away in museums, the 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin can still occasionally be found in circulation. That possibility keeps collectors searching every single day. People across the United States have reported finding rare pennies inside coin jars, old wallets, and inherited collections. Some even discovered valuable examples while counting spare change from grocery stores. Stories like these continue to inspire new collectors around the world. There is also an important lesson hidden inside this coin story. Never underestimate small things. Most people ignore pennies completely. Some throw them into jars and forget about them for years. But experienced collectors understand that even the smallest coin can carry tremendous historical and financial value. The 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin represents more than money. It represents history, craftsmanship, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. Collectors love coins because every coin tells a story. This penny reflects American history, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the fascinating mistakes that sometimes happen during coin production. Today's video, we are going deep into the history, design, rarity, mint errors, and current market value of the 2010 Lincoln Shield penny with no mint mark. Make sure you watch until the end because I'll also show you exactly what details to look for that could turn your ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin update. Now let's get started. The 2010 Liberty 1 cent coin marked a major change in United States coin history. This was the very first year of the famous Union Shield reverse design that replaced the Lincoln Memorial design used from 1959 through 2008. On the front of the coin, you'll see the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse design was originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The word Liberty appears on the left side, the year 2010 on the right side, and the phrase "I and God we trust" across the top. But the real change happened on the back of the coin. The reverse now featured the Union Shield design, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as one united country during the Civil War. Collectors immediately became interested because this was the beginning of a brand new design era for the Lincoln Cent series. Now here's where things get really interesting. Many people believe that a coin without a mint mark automatically means it's rare. That's not always true. In the case of the 2010 penny, coins with no mint mark were actually produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The Denver Mint coins have a small d under the date, while Philadelphia coins have no mint mark at all. Over 1.9 billion 2010 no mint mark pennies were produced in Philadelphia.